Ever since I can remember, I've wanted to create and make things. Coming up with new ideas and using my imagination felt natural to me. That was the only place without imposed political restrictions, which even a child could feel. Communism was restrictive and frightening, and there was no silver lining in watching the country suffer because of someone's ideology. I remember when I was 5, I packed a small plastic bag to take traveling with me. Plastic was so very new in my world of late-stage communism, so I was incredibly excited and grateful that I was able to have a bag that I could pack up with the most precious items I owned. I knew I needed to have a passport to travel, which I made myself from scrap paper. I was ready to travel the world, drink coffee and write. This is how I imagined my life would look like in the future. I grew up in the 80s Poland, which was very isolated, and from an early age, I wanted out. I imagined myself sitting in coffee shops, which I knew existed because of films and TV shows, observing the world go by and write. I had this image deeply ingrained in me, and for most of my formative years, I was driven by this image of my safe heaven I created as a reaction to what was happening around me. I belonged in that place, just the way I was, and I was truly free. Accessing my imagination was never an issue. As I used images to process information, my brain still communicates with me through images. Of course, I had no idea I was neurodiverse. I just thought that everyone and anyone could see whatever they imagine once they close their eyes. To this day, visual communication is my preferred way of learning and sharing, as this is one of my strongest neurodiverse traits. In the 80s Poland, TV programming and broadcasting timings were very limited. Listening to radio and playing imaginary games were two outlets that stimulated my imagination and creativity the most. I fell in love with radio plays, which I barely understood, but I felt ecstatic waiting for each episode. I could imagine whatever I wanted, and no one could tell me I was wrong. Of course, I didn't know I was building my creativity muscle back then, which would help me learn when I entered the mainstream school system. My love for radio plays was followed by Hollywood classics, which paved the way for my love for moving images. My fascination with stories during my early years became my safe haven. During my primary and secondary education, it helped me learn and guided me towards my creative path. To this day, storytelling, whatever format my stories take, is where I feel the safest and the most seen. We all need spaces like that, especially if we lead a creative life, which isn't always smooth sailing. Is there a place you can call a safe haven, or space that would allow you to be just the way you are?